Market update on the 24th. So we got a melt up pretty much all day. We had a slight dip in the morning, finished at 378.87. If we zoom in here on this move right here, I see this as ABC A, B. This is going to be an expanded flat in my opinion. Hits the 1.23 fib. Expanded flats usually retrace to the 1.23 or 1.61 fibs. Those sit at 371.50 to 368.82. So that's my target for this move, this next move in the next couple of days. I have it coming down to here. Of course, if I'm wrong, it will be ABC pullback, most likely, ABC, as this whole move has been corrective. But I see it coming down into this area for the next move, possibly into earnings tomorrow, but most likely maybe on Wednesday or so. And then that would set up another move higher. If we zoom out here on the hourly, one very likely, it's looking very, very possible, is an overall rising wedge. Either way, I see it pulling back to here, but a rising wedge starting from the very bottom looks very, very likely. You can see it looks perfect too. ABCA, ABCB. We can label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. We would get a fourth wave down here, probably to like my target tomorrow at 371.36. And then we would get a fifth wave higher, maybe into the end of the week. And then we would sell off probably at FOMC. So that's one possibility I see. The second possibility is we just sell off down to this area, and this ends up being A. We get a B wave here, and then we get a C wave higher to 390. So that's a possibility as well too. The expanded flat that I have is less likely now because we came past the 1.23 fib. We actually came in between that and the 1.61 fib. I say it's pretty unlikely. And based on this being an expanded flat, I would say it can't really go past here to be valid. So I think those are the two most likely scenarios, either a rising wedge or you could also look at it like this. This is probably less likely. You could look at it like A, B, and then get 1, 2, 3. In that case, we would start it from right here. And it would still be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would just be a little bit different, but pretty much the same thing. The rising wedge from starting right here is a little bit tighter, and this one doesn't actually close until way up here. And so I say this one's probably less likely, but it's another way you could label it. So that's pretty much what I see for SPY the next couple of days. I think that we got a little bit more upside. And the thing too is if you look at the 1.61 fib of this move, it's right around 390 as well. And the 1.61 fib of this whole move is also right around 390. It's a little bit higher, but around that area. So that makes me pretty confident that we're going to go a little bit higher. But tomorrow and next day, I would say the most likely destination is down in this area, 371.50 to 369. The VIX still looking for 28. It still could be an ABC pattern if we come back here and then get inside the first wave, or it still could be 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth wave up here to the high 30s, low 40s. If we were to come down here lower into the first wave and it was ABC, we'd be looking for the next move to take us all the way to 45. So VIX technical analysis is pretty shaky, but it's looking pretty good since the move started on August 11th. So we'll watch to see where that goes to give us some clues, but I would look for a minimum of 28 over the next week or so. Dollar and yields are both up. Not going to really look at those right now. I would just look for a dip tomorrow, most likely. And if we break the high of today, then that would invalidate this dip, probably, most likely. and that would mean we're just going to keep on going higher. These corrective moves are really hard to predict, and so I just give possibilities. Impulsive moves that move 5 waves and pull back are a little bit easier to predict, because you know that when you're buying the dip on an impulsive wave, on a second wave pullback, you're probably going to get a move higher than the recent high. So that's pretty much it. Look for a dip down here and then a move higher. We don't know if it's going to finish around 385 or 390, but 390 looks like the most likely possibility right now. But yeah, in the comments, let me know how you did today. Did you trade at all? I didn't really trade that much because I like to trade with the VIX a lot, and the VIX was throwing me off a little bit. And I don't like trading corrective moves either. So I just stayed on the sidelines. I took profit on my call hedge, still holding my puts, and then still holding my other call hedge for November. So that's pretty much it. Let's see what we get tomorrow. I'm expecting 371.50 to 369, and right in here in the support area. So let's see if we get it. We got Google earnings, Microsoft earnings tomorrow night, I think. So either sell off into them or maybe still sell off into Wednesday. That's pretty much it though. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will put another update. I'll put an update tomorrow, probably during the day if we start selling off. But other than that, I'll do an update after the market closes. All right, have a good one.